Okay, hopefully you can hear me now. Yeah, 23 is fine. Yeah, yeah. All those tables over there are okay. Hey, hey, hey. Alex, Alex. Sorry, guys. Just had to answer a quick question there, but we are back with volume by the looks of it. It is nice. Hopefully. If you're just tuning in, we're live at the 5th annual Barry Hooey One Time Memorial at the Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Great match underway here. If you guys were watching, I had to shut it down and restart it because, well, we had no volume. You guys couldn't hear me. You need to be able to hear me so you have all the info. So hopefully we didn't lose too many. We are live in Winnipeg as well. Great team event going on there. My man Rod Arriagada doing an awesome job out there as always. And it looks like we're just having some internet issues, some kind of issues. But it looks okay on the YouTube. Not sure what is going on here now. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the coverage as well today. Plenty of great matches. Lots of really great matches tomorrow as well to finish out the tournament. So make sure you set your alarms. 11 a.m. Mountain Time start tomorrow. It looks like, yeah, and now we're only live on YouTube. So Facebook and this Wirecast is just having a real issue. We have some weird sound glitch when it gets shut down and it restarts. The sound won't work. And now it's not live on the Facebook. So I'm going to try one more time after this rack to get it right. And then that's going to be it. And next time they're about to leave, they need to tell me they're about to leave. Because I'm still here. It was only 8 o'clock. I told them I would stream another match tonight too, but they shut it all down on me. But at least you guys can hear me now on the YouTube. Unbelievable. And it's super choppy. Hopefully, yeah, it's looking like really, really choppy. If this keeps up, I might just call it a night. This is not good CSL quality here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's starting to get choppy like that. It's very, very choppy. It hasn't been like that all day, has it, folks? Anybody in the YouTube chat watching? Has it been choppy like that while I was playing? Yeah, I'm not sure why it would be doing that. But the place is getting busier. But we did cut off most of the extra stuff, so there's no extra Wi-Fi going on. I'm going to give this about 2 more minutes until the end of this rack, and if it doesn't clear up, then we'll just call it a night, folks. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was so super choppy, too. I don't know what's going on there. It honestly was fine before. So don't know what happened. It's like it's sped up and it's running super weird. It's sped up and choppy. Not sure what happened. But we'll figure it out. If not tonight, we'll be back in the morning. 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Continuation of this tournament. Final 12 coming back tomorrow. Final 4 left on the A side. Draw is on Challenge there if you guys want to check it out. Yeah, I'm going to give this till the end of this rack, guys, and then I think that's going to be it. It's just super choppy. I know it's not enjoyable to watch like this. Yeah, their Q Sports Live is choppy too. Yeah, sometimes it's just like a connection thing. Not much you can do to make it work, you know. But thank you for letting me know that, Dominic. In the YouTube chat, somebody is alive. It's good. Hopefully, it'll just fix itself. I've seen it happen. It'll just start running smooth right away here. I'm that forever optimist, so I think it's going to work here in a second. Just got to leave it for a minute, let it run. That's why I said we'll wait till the end of this rack at least. Yeah, not so hard to watch when they're not shooting or moving. It's when they start moving. They get a little skippy. Jay, I tried a reboot. This is the problem. I tried a reboot already. So I might just call it a night. I'm not sure what happened. I was playing a match and then this got shut down, and then I came back to stream the B side and everything was turned off. So I turned it back on and now it's all choppy. The sound didn't work on the last one, so I don't want to reboot again. That'd be the third stream for this one single match, so don't think I'll try that. I may hang out and see if there's another match after this one and see if the stream would work better. I'll see if I can figure out why it's choppy. Yeah, Dominic says it's Albert playing the online poker again. For sure it is. What do you guys vote? Dominic and Jay, you're watching. Do you think I should leave it on choppy like this or call it a night? You guys tell me what you think. I know it's hard to watch like this. But meanwhile, Jeff with the 8-ball to tie it at 2. Wiped its feet a little on the way in. Didn't look that clean. So what do you guys think? Leave it going? Or call it a night? One more rack, see if it fixes itself. Let's try one more. And you guys can let me know in the meantime. If it's bad on Facebook on rods as well, then not much that I can do. Jay would like to see another match after this. So I'll probably hang out anyway just to see if it'll work after, but chances are it's just a little screwy for the night. And if Dominic is correct about the other Q Sports Live, he rebooted too and it didn't work over there, Dominic. Dave doesn't mind. Better than nothing, he says. That's fair. Well, maybe we'll finish it off. Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just call it, we'll just finish this one. It's only on YouTube, but that's better than nothing. And, you know, It's only a race to 6. Finish it out. Even if it's a little choppy, it's okay. Like Dave says, it's better than watching nothing. To me, it's better than watching TV. Like, more and more often when I go home, I don't watch TV. I want to watch some pool, maybe some one pocket. Little straight pool is always fun to watch. The crowd is forming in here. This place is getting busy. So Jeff just waiting for Eric on the other table to shoot. Eric's playing on the table beside him there. Just gonna try something here. Don't think it'll work, but you never know. And the other channel's still a bit choppy. I appreciate that, Dominic. I appreciate the feedback. Otherwise, I don't always know. Sometimes maybe it's just our connection in the building here, or yeah, the connection on my phone even, or something like that. You know, a loose connection, who knows. So it's good to get the feedback that it's not working perfect on the other one either. Just so we know what's happening. And it looks like Facebook's just having a heck of a time. I think it's probably more disappointing at this point for Rod's stream. He was just plugging away on that that team tournament there. Sounded like it was going great. Yeah, get someone to hold the tinfoil higher. That's right. I remember those days, Dave, of the rabbit ears on the TV. You have to adjust the rabbit ears. See Norm Doucette getting a little picture taken with his prize money, 170 bucks for 13th through 16th. Not too bad. Yeah, a little bit choppy on Rod's stream too. I was trying to watch it for a minute here. It's unfortunate. Sometimes it's just a thing, you know? Can't do a whole lot about it. In the meantime, Jeffrey is on this 4-ball here. Looks like it'll pass. Might need to negotiate a little rub off of that top stripe, yeah. Oh, it looks like he's done well. I don't want to be jacked up. I think he's okay. I think he's got just a little of the left side of this, although the pot in the side is not easy from there, mind you. Especially that jacked up. He did good, but is he going to be hooked? Oh, he's going to be super hooked. That is not fun. And now he's got this kick shot, but I don't hate his chances. If he beats the point of the side pocket, the far horn, then I think he's going to make it. Oh, there you go. Lots of people watching that Miss Universe thing. Dominic's got it. Dominic's got it. It's the Miss Universe thing. That's why, guys. That's why it's all choppy. It's Miss Universe pageant. Who doesn't want to watch that? Looks like Eric tied 2-2 with Mike Isaac. I can see that match is on the table beside this one. It's a couple of 2-2 score lines happening. If you guys are looking to follow the draw, it is on Challenge, live draw. All the matches on there. Looks like quite a few are done for the night. Norm just finished against Albert, so they got to input that score. Looks like Albert won. Just waiting to input a few scores is all. And then we'll be down to the final 12 tomorrow. Bringing back 12, Stephen Holem is going to take on Brady Golan on the winner's side. If I was to guess, that would be the stream match, but possibly Ozzy versus Joe Spence is a fantastic one too, so tough to predict there which one will be the stream. But that'll be at 11 a.m. Hopefully less people watching Miss Universe pageant, and it'll be not so choppy, the stream. It'll be live on Facebook as well. So the winner of this match is going to play Sean McKay. Still one more match tonight. Still one more round. But as I mentioned, if the choppiness keeps up, then I don't think we'll stream that match. Probably call it a night. I could use an early night anyway, guys. I'm not going to lie. I could use an early one. I got to be up early again tomorrow too. So make sure everything gets done. The event has been amazing, though. It has really been amazing. Such great staff we have here. Amazing staff. If you've never been down, come check it out. Leather Pocket Billiards. It's become quite the popular spot for pool in town. And the place is starting to fill up. We're starting to get that late night Saturday crowd. And it's going to get packed in here. All right, so these two balls to take a 3-2 lead. Grant playing pretty sporty late at night. Okay, guys, give me 2 seconds to be right back. Well, maybe we got a little lucky with the Facebook not working on the reboot here. Sounds like, according to Dustin, the YouTube channel doesn't seem laggy at all, just Facebook. A dry break from Grant gets Jeff right back in this match. And the table looks nice for him. This little combo is all the work that is needed. A 10 ball in the middle of the table is nice. Unlike 9 ball, an 8 ball near the middle isn't so bad. Side pockets play nicely for it. As you can see here, he needs a 10 because he needs to gain better angle on the 12 in the next shot. Develop the 15, but I don't think it lays too bad. Play a 10 in the corner. Just soft draw the cue ball around the 8. Angle on the 12, send the cue ball into the 5. He can use the 1 for a stopper here if he needs, the draw shot. I don't hate that. A low left spin. He's going to give this one the B sure. Looking to the sky for help, but he's waiting for Eric to shoot there on the other table. Eric Vargas leading 3-2 against Mike Isaac. And Eric shooting. His last ball before the 8. Misses it. Good chance to be 3-3 over there with Mike and Eric. Steven strutting through. Maybe at the wrong time. I don't know if that caught Jeff's eye, but seems to have caught his eye a little, although, I mean, you're playing a breakout. You can't control it that well. Can he cut this ball in? I think he can. The camera angle is deceiving. There's actually quite a bit of space between the cue ball and that ball, and what a beauty of a shot. Beautiful little shot. Nice 8 ball to square it up at 3. And he does. Drains it. 3-all. Looks like Grant going to go for a little break. And I'll put up a quick poster, and then I'm going to take a little couple of seconds myself. This is the next big tournament here at LP. Make sure you get your entries in, people. Okay, extended washroom break. No, just kidding. Taking their time. It's getting a little late at night. Jeff is no spring chicken, but his opponent's probably got 20 years on him. Even Larry's just joking with him. Okay, Jeffy to break, all tied at 3. Good match happening here. Both these gents playing pretty sporty for this time of the evening. Just want to back this camera out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe not quite that much, though. Let's go a little bit less. Put the scoreboard off center. Can't do that, can we? We could, but we don't want to. If we don't have to, right? But I don't like it zoomed in quite as much. We want to kind of see what's going on. For anybody just tuning in, we are only live on YouTube in the hopes that it'd be less choppy. No, I just got lucky actually when this rebooted that it didn't reboot to Facebook, which is apparently a little bit choppier. It looks like Rod has tried to reboot a couple of times. It's just one of those days. Like Dominic said, they're all watching the Miss Universe thing. Okay, first big glaring mistake, I think, from Grant. We haven't seen him miss too many of those kind of shots. Not early in the rack like that. It's a great chance for Jeff to take some initiative here. Needs a little angle on this 11. He wants to get the 15 next. He might have landed on the wrong side of town here. Yeah, probably a good choice to look at something else and then use the 11 later. Well, you might be looking at shooting this 10 and getting on the 15. That's not a bad choice. I do like this choice. You should be trying to get on this stuff right away, you know, and I like the option. Not only do you have more options of shots after, but you also have more blockers, more insurance, possibly in the way of your opponent, so to say. Sean McKay waiting in the weeds for the winner of this match. That'll be the last match of the night. Mind you, don't think it'll be on the stream table. Probably call it a night. It's 9 p.m. here, and I'll probably get an early night as it was a really long day yesterday and a very long day today as well. I've been here for over 12 hours now. Don't get me wrong, I love it, guys. This is my bread and butter. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else with all my friends, with all you great viewers in the chat, and watching this beautiful game. I love pool. We're starting to see somewhat fatigue happening. It should be noted, it's a big element to pool is stamina as well. for all you young kids out there that are aspiring to play. Try to stay in good shape. Really helps. Physically strong is mentally strong. The mind and the body are very connected. But it's very much a stamina battle. Sometimes very long days. Lots of matches, lots of games, lots of waiting. Good shot from Jeff there. Nice confident stroke. And I think he wants to shoot the 11 first here, although I don't hate shooting the 14 and then using the 2-rail path from the 11 to the 8. You can see the 5 ball down the bottom right. It's got the 8 blocked. But the 8's very accessible in the other corner. This 11 ball, you got to roll it in. Get a little angle. This is perfect. It's a good shot from Jeff. Who I can't thank enough as well for helping the transition of things from last year with the owner passing away, Len, and Jeff kind of handing over the manager's position to me after he stepped down, and he taught me a lot. He still teaches me a lot. He's a great friend, a great player too. Great player, as we can see, but a great friend as well. Leather Pocket still very much values Mr. Jeff Wanless. It's quite the amazing place, and he's helped turn it into what it is today. Can't thank him enough. Really takes a village of good friends and family and people to make something like this work. Oh, Eric just got a weird scratch. I was kind of watching that game as well. Leading 4-2 against Mike Isaac. You got to watch Mike Isaac. He'll sneak up on you. He is quite the player. Just rock solid fundamentals. He just tends to do a lot of things exactly correct. Just a quick picture of the man we're here for this weekend, Mr. Barry Hooey. There he is in the middle, wearing the jersey. If you guys were wondering the significance of the jersey here, that's what it is. Grant to break 4-3 here. Trailing Jeff. And it looks pretty dry to me, and this is a big moment for Jeff because putting himself on the hill up 5-3 gives him a little breathing room, but he's also going to be breaking to try to just close it out. So you have to recognize these moments in these matches. And try to find the time when maybe your opponent doesn't get out of the chair again. I know I'm always looking for that moment. I'm hoping it's right after the coin flip. I just run the set, but it never seems to work out that way. Dustin Campbell says, hard to find people like that. Only met Jeff a couple of times, but he seems solid, very solid. Jeff's a great guy. He takes a little getting used to. Not everybody sees eye to eye with him, and that's okay. But once you get to know him, he's such a great person. I always try to find people like that, you know, and associate yourself with them. He has a good heart, as I teach my boy. There's people who are just nice people, and you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, and they're good people, and they're kind, and all those things. And then there's people that just have a big heart, and they just mean well, you know, and they just want good things for people, and they want their friends to be successful, and you know, all those characteristics, and Jeff's got them. I always want to make sure he gets the thanks where it is due. The best people. That's right, Dustin. Yeah, Jeff's a good friend. Not only of me, but of Leather Pocket as well. Let's see how well he knows these tables. He's got to come with a shot here. He can't see the 11 up table. He can see the 13 into the lower right here. I think that's the shot. But he'd love to be shooting the 12 on the side. May just play the bank shot. I don't hate this. But it does straighten out a lot. It does really straighten out a lot. And everybody looks equally shocked when it does that. But it does it every time. Big game here, too. Like I noted before. Obviously, for Grant, huge game. Keep your opponent off the hill. But big game for Jeff. He could have potentially kept Grant from shooting again, although might see a couple more shots in this rack from both gents, and I wouldn't be surprised if Grant's getting a little tired. It's getting a little late here, you know. Definitely, Dustin. You got to come check it out. Come check out Calgary and Edmonton. Amazing pool scene in both cities. Really amazing. Excuse me. So what does Jeff have here? Thin one on the 9 to break out the 10. That was the right shot. Just didn't execute it well. And he may have put the 9 to an ugly spot. It's not favorable. Russ just crashes into Grant by accident. Russ should go over there, collect his prize money from Larry. Russ left without collecting his prize money. And he's got to get a picture. He's famous. He cashed in the Barry Hooey Memorial. Nah, he won't be impressed. He won this tournament in year 2. So, you know, his 13th through 16th finish doesn't have him overly thrilled. And I like Larry just told him, you don't get the money unless I get a picture. I think one of my favorite parts of these tournaments is the pictures that we get to see after. Everybody either smiling or not smiling. No, they all fake a smile well. Dustin thinks Calgary, hands down, best pool players per capita in the world. I don't know if I'd go quite that far, but we're definitely really, really close. Definitely close. Like if you made a top 5 list in North America, we're on it, absolutely. And that's a tall statement. A lot of big U.S. cities. But yeah, tough to find a bad player around here. You got that right. And Bud, yeah, maybe something updating or downloading in the background. I don't know if that's what it is because they're getting the choppiness on the Facebook in another stream in the middle of the country in Winnipeg. So I don't know. I think Dominic nailed it earlier. I'm positive that's what it is. Dominic, few comments up there in the YouTube chat. He says, I think lots of people are watching that Miss Universe thing on Facebook. And they're probably watching it on YouTube as well, because if there's a Facebook stream, there's a YouTube stream. Of course, big shout out to my man, Ben DeWolf with DCL Labor and Contracting. Always chipping in on the added money. He helped with the added money this time, as well as LP kicking back in the green fee plus a few bucks, and an anonymous donor donated $200. So that's pretty cool as well. All that to add up to a little over $1,000 added and some trophies. And there were bounties on all of Barry's teammates. And I can tell you first place is $1,500, $1,500. Not so bad for a weekend's work. I think usually these kind of events are looking for 10 to 1 on your money. Entry fee was $120. Getting a little more than that, so it's pretty good. I've traveled all over the place trying to get 10 to 1 on my money if I won the tournament, so not so bad when it's in your backyard too. Lots of these players very local, although Grant, who we're watching here, came all the way from BC. A couple other players. Oh, that's a big miss from Jeff. You can see he knows it too. First time we've seen some real frustration. Can Grant punish him and get on the hill first here? Tricky little table, though. I mean, the 9-ball is just in a funny spot. Can't see his head's blocking. There's 2 stripes near that side rail. Yeah, they're not in ideal positions either. 9-ball's really going to be the menace for sure. Okay, he's going after that 14 right away. Oh, he slips right through the gap. How good is that if he was playing that? That's pretty sporty. He's on the 15. And he can shoot the 14 next to maybe get to the 9. It's almost going to leave that kind of natural angle. Now you guys can see what I'm talking about. Shouldn't say natural angle because you're going to have to draw, but it's going to leave the angle that direction. If you just roll in this 15 and just get a little bit off the rail. Kind of near the 4. To the right of the 4. Angle, and then play the draw shot. You can, yeah, right there. And then you can either go into the 9 off the side rail, straight into the 9, or you can float over there. A one-pocket player might just float over to the left side rail, shoot the 9 in the same pocket he's shooting this. He did well there, got the cue ball where he needs it. Now it's all about just executing a big shot. And we've got Eric looking to get himself on the hill, up 4-3 in that match versus Mike Isaac on the table beside this one, behind this one, in front of this one, however you want to view it. Stun forward a little. Yeah, Dustin, you had it right. And now draw this one. Flicks the 1 ball. He's on the 9 nicely. But the 6 is in the way. I didn't see it either. He said, too, I wish it went down there. It's kind of a little bit unfortunate, but I don't think he was trying to draw that much and get into the 1 ball. It's probably more of a draw into the 9. If anything. But he got a hold of it. Can't see the 11. The 8 ball's blocking that by a full ball. Oh, and he's looking if the 11 passes. Sorry, if the 9 passes the 11 into this lower right, how tough is that shot? Float the 9 to the side. Yeah, you know, to be honest, Dustin, I like your call there. I'd rather try to float it in the side than try to pot it back cut by the 11 into lower right and judge the rub off the 1. I think at least if I float this in the side, I'm missing the 8. I have shape. If I make it, that's not a guarantee either. This angle's tough to tell. Maybe where he is, if he floats that ball on the side, he's behind the 8 all day long. Can't tell from where we are. Only he really knows. That might be why he's playing it like this. It's got to be close. What a fantastic shot. Are you kidding me? That's huge. At a huge moment, too. Unbelievable. Another thing happened on that shot. He got a weird rub off the 1, and it blocked the 8. So the work is not done yet. Seems to be pretty straight in on this ball. Can he follow it through to play the 8 on the left side? Can he get a bounce for the 8 in the top right? How good is this? Are you kidding me? How good was that out from where he was? Unbelievable. That is some good stuff. Even Jeff said, what? Didn't have the whole pocket. Jeff said, definitely not the whole pocket. I just heard him say. And what a super back cut. That was really good. After 2 other good shots, the opener to sneak through the gap to get on the 15. The draw shot to even develop the 9 to begin with. And then the big shot on the 9. Good stuff. You love to see it. Jeff with his back to the wall now. Grant breaking for the match. Here's what they're playing for, trying to get their name on the trophy here. The coveted Barry Hooey one-time Memorial Tournament Cup. We're going to run around the side of this thing now. Year 5. I look forward to taking it in to get the names updated. We will not see Stan Taranjo's name on there this year. He is out. Carlos beat him in the previous round. Carlos Barbosa, one of the 700 players in the field, I believe. There were 8 or 9. Big second ball break there. Everything towards the side and nothing in. Can you believe that? The 7 just hanging. And this could be maximum amount of excitement, folks. Let's see if Jeffy can do it. Big game. Try to force a hill. It's pretty obvious what suit you have to shoot here. You're not shooting stripes. Mostly because you don't have an opening shot and because of where the 10 is, or rather where the 7 is. There's a little shot here. If he's super brave, he could play the 5, 10, 7 combo, would open the 5. I don't think he needs to. Can kind of just tap around it, shoot the 5 in the lower left later on. I'd prefer that. Okay, 7, 5. Possible he shoots the 4 first here. It's pretty good on the 4. I actually don't mind shooting the 4, drawing back to see if you get on the 5. If you don't get there, you have another chance from the 3 and the 7. Oh, I don't think you want to go into it. He's on the 2 and the 3 here, so he just can't panic yet. Which he isn't. Very seasoned player. He knows the roles. Seen the way the game plays. He ain't happy with how it's going, but but he can work it out. He's going to have to play the 3 to get on the 2 and use the 7, 5, and hope the 8 goes in the right side pocket, which I'm actually looking down the barrel at. Looks like it goes. Sean McKay coming over. He's going to be getting ready to play the next match, which will be up right after this one. Don't think we'll stream it. Maybe I'll leave the stream going. We got 33 viewers in the YouTube, so I mean, it's possible if they just get going right away, then I might hang out with you guys for another hour or so. Race to 6 doesn't take too long. Look at that. He hit it real good to get into the 5. I wasn't even so sure he had that, but that was a good shot. He's still got some insurance with where the 10 is, but his opponent's a pretty crafty player, and I have a feeling he's going to work this out. Not that he'll execute it to perfection, but I do think he'll work it out. Looks like Eric's score is tied at 4. Mike Isaac giving Eric a handful, trying to get that other bounty of Eric's. One of Eric's bounties been claimed by Stephen Holem. Mike looking to get the other one. Doesn't look like Eric's going to let go easy, though. He's a couple balls left in the 8 to get himself on the hill. You got that look in his eye. Oh, he didn't want that big of a bounce on his 15, unless the game plan was always to play the 15 past the 7. Can he play the 15 in with the 7? You play the 15 with a little bottom. It's pretty straight. I don't hate it. Not sure what he was eyeing up there. Oh, he's seen it now. He's seen it now. This is why you always walk the table, folks. This is why you always walk around. Take a look. You never know what you might find. Do it. I like it, Dustin. Do it. I agree. He should. This could be the winner. You get this one right, you probably win. No, he misplayed it. I think he was a little too focused on the cue ball there, to be honest. Trying to not leave the 3. Knowing that if the cue ball was near the rail, the 2 would be tough. You had to hit that one real full, the 7, to get it to follow in. It was tricky. Oh, what a great paw from Jeff there. Fearlessly speared at that one. That's a beauty. He's on the 5 so nicely. It's a soft little draw back, just a little baby draw here. 8's going to go on the left side after the 3 in the top right, and we're going to be hill-hill. Grant had a small chance there to maybe just win the match right away, but Jeff's going to force a hill-hill. Oh, he got a big bounce there. Now he's got to be sure on this 8. Although the angle's okay. I'm sitting with a good line on it and should be able to just top this one in. Cue ball touches the 10. No problems. Not sharked by the waitress because he used to work here. You can't shark him. He's got laser focus. And it's going to be his break. Unbelievable. I'm so glad I stayed and streamed this match. I'm so glad I didn't turn it off. You guys talked me into keeping it on the YouTube. It is ever so slightly choppy. Not so bad. We knew it might clear up a little. And how could we miss too many matches from this? The 5th annual Barry Hooey one-time memorial tournament. I sure miss the guy. See his picture there. Great poster. Really, really great poster. Iconic picture of the man there. And believe it or not, these tournaments were kind of his idea, playing on both tables. It was actually something I don't think we'd ever thought of. We just never dreamed that players would appreciate playing both games on both tables. We thought nobody will like that. Never really thought about it. That's a brutal kiss. But Hooey thought, well, that would be cool. You kind of get the best of both worlds. You get 8 ball's a very tricky game, and then you get, 8 ball's tricky on a small table. Then you get big table 9 balls, so you get rotation pool, which can be a little fluky, little safeties, little jumps, little kick safeties. Then you get, this bar box 8 ball, which is all about this cue ball control and the patterns. We are playing BCA rules, so Grant gets ball in hand anywhere here. Jeff got a brutal kiss there. I don't think he was going to make a ball. Can we count the balls? I guess he did make one by the looks of it. So he may have had some sort of shot. It's better than giving your opponent ball in hand. 8 ball, mind you, can be so, so funny. Grant doesn't get out here, and Jeff could have not as much pressure as what's on Grant right now. 8 ball's super funny when you move all your balls out of the way of the opponent. It's just a super easy game for them. So a couple of big shots here for Grant. He knows it. He's experienced enough player to know these situations. Gave Brady a big run for his money earlier on the A side. Down, I think 6-3. He tied it at 6 all. Before I think eventually losing 9-6 or 9-7. Real good match though. Saw Brady sweating it hard. So, of course, I'm sure I already know the answer to this, but maybe the 29 people watching in the YouTube can let me know if they want me to just keep this stream running for the next match. I think I probably will, just because they say the Facebook is equally choppy or more choppy. Somebody said the YouTube is fine. So maybe we'll just leave it on the YouTube and not mess with it. Look at this. The 9 is going to plug the 4. And this is not over. And now he has to shoot the 7 and get on the 4 here. I think he has to shoot the 7 and either float into the 12, which is the stripe on the top rail, take the long shot on the 4 into the lower left, or he needs to draw into the 9 to try to make the 9, then he'll shoot the 5 after. 4 will pass. It might be the only thing he can do. No, he's aiming high ball here. Is he missing the 12? He's not. He's not. Now it's pot the 5 and bank the 4. And if you don't make it, you're in big trouble. Dave, it was a rhetorical question, Dave, but I'm glad you answered it because it keeps people engaged. It's all about the engagement these days. He says, yes, please, keep this train a-rolling. So I probably will, guys. I might even back out the camera and might get to watch the end of Eric's match. No, it looks like Eric might just close it out before this is done. He's got, let's see, 3 balls in the 8. He's up 5-4. Mike's got the resigned look on his face. There you go, Dustin. Just making sure you're still awake, pal. Okay, let's see what Grant decides here. In the meantime, we'll just watch a little of Eric on the side. He's perfect. He's got that look on his face like the match is over. I got this. The balls are too easy now. Dustin showing the stream at District in Kelowna. Awesome. Hopefully it's not too choppy on the big screen, Dustin. But I appreciate you putting it on at the pool room there, pal. Eric with the 8 ball for the win. Mike with the nod of approval. That's good. Oh, and then he goes up, reaches for Eric's cue, helps him shoot it, and Eric still makes the ball. Oh, Grant with the cagey maneuver. Has he left the 13? He has. But this is cagey. This is an option I never would have thought of. I never would have thought of this option. I don't love it because Jeff's such a great player. He can work his way out, but there's so much pressure on this that it may have been the correct choice. Just put it on your opponent to do something fancy. I mean, if Grant potted the 5 and tried to bank the 4 and missed the 4, the match was like pretty much over before Jeff even had to shoot the other balls. This way, you're going to make your opponent do something. So I like the choice. Cagey. Old-timer strategy there. That was good. Let's see if Jeff can find a good safety here. He's going to need to use the 14 to pot the 4 and try to get the cue ball underneath the 10-11. You can call the 14 in, but I don't think you need to. You're never on the 11 or the 10 anyway, so safe only. Oh, he played the draw? Played the draw, and he's left a little shot here. I don't know if I like playing the draw there. Maybe the angle that we had looked like more on the camera, and it looked like maybe he could go forward, but it must not have been a possibility. Not enough angle to go forward and ensure getting under the 11. It was too difficult. The draw was higher percentage. He's left a real tester for Grant. A real big tester. This is a super tough shot under pressure. Oh my goodness, how good is he potting the ball? What a shot under pressure. And he's got another tricky one. It's never easy, right? He's got a little smirk on his face too, like why can't it just be straight in the side? This is tricky. Gotta stay down. Let's see how still he stays. Pretty still, but he shoots it into the horn. Oh my goodness. It's not over yet. Jeff has used 8 of his 9 lives. He's only got this one left. He needs to pot this 14 with inside spin, touch of inside, and crash into the 11-10. He's going to get a shot. We go straight into the 11, and he gets a shot on the 10. And there's only one good shape shot required now. He's pretty straight, so I think he has to draw this one back, play the 11 in the side. But it really shouldn't be an issue. Oh, he had an angle to stun it over. That's even better. This is nearly unmissable. What a match this has been. Unbelievable drama near the end. Could have been anybody's, but it's going to be Jeff's. And I am going to leave it running, folks. Next match coming right up. Only changing one name. Jeff Wanless is going to take on Sean McKay. Don't go far, folks. I'm going to leave it running. We're going to be right back. Those guys are just going to hit a few balls. Maybe I'll back out the camera for a minute. You guys can take a look at the rest of the room here. Let me change the name quick. And we'll be right back. Don't go far, everyone. right, here we go. Last match of the night, folks. This is it. That's pretty much what happened to Jeff with him and Joe. Not quite. Joe kind of just broke and ran out a whole bunch near the end. I saw him break and run the last rack. That was good. Joe tends to do that. Man, he is tough to put away, that boy. He played a fantastic match against me after Jeff, too. I think I was up like 2-0, and then I'm down 4-2, and then it's 5. That's 5-2 maybe at one point. I get 5-4. Real close match. I end up losing 9-7. Chance to get it to Hill. Funny, goofy chance, mind you. But a chance is a chance. And any chance is a good chance. It's better than no chance, as they say. So let's see. Sean, the dry break, I think, to open this match, right? Nothing went in. Everything spread out, almost symmetrical. Looks like the 1 ball is going to be the problem. 6 ball as well. No, this is a little tricky. Might shoot stripes. Only got to remove the 11, I suppose, rather than deal with the 1-6. Yeah, you could shoot the 11-2 combo if that's available, and that deals with the 1, but oh, how about that for a crafty little shot he tried. He's still got lots of options here to develop that ball later or bank it, so I love the creativity to try to make the 2 there. That was a crafty little shot from Jeffrey. You can see he doesn't want to shoot the stripe near the top right corner because he kind of needs it for later on if he wants to move the 11. But I don't think he should focus on that too much. I think he should pot that 1, you know, and work these out. Use the 14 to either move the 11 or play the bank. And I like just playing the bank later. Oh, yeah. Could have been another match too, yeah. But I know Jeff was ahead quite a bit against Joe. They had a really super match. Like, it was super high quality. Lots of really, really good outs. And then Jeff up 7-4 and then 8-6, and then Joe just wouldn't quit. As he never does. The boy is tough to put away. He fights hard like a champion. Kind of swiped at that one, though. Looked a little swipey, even for Jeff's speed. I know he likes to get down and hit it, but did look to have swiped a little quick on the stroke there. And firm, in my opinion, as well. I was just watching the delay there, the replay. A little firm as well, I thought. He didn't need to quite hit it that hard. You had to get some separation, moving the 11, but maybe not at break speed. I'm actually very glad that I stayed to watch these matches because I need to get in 8-ball mode. This was unintentionally genius of me to stay. I got to get my 8-ball patterns flowing. So it's nice to kind of watch some of this. Oh, nice little 3-ball combo. Man, you get the worst of that. Doesn't love it, but he's okay. Just angle on the 6. You can use that to get to the 1 into the same pocket. I think he does it right now. No point trying to get shape later on if you got it right now. Smooth as always, Mr. McKay, but he's the wrong hand for this shot. This is tricky for a lefty now. Don't think he can reach it quite as easily as a right-hander might be able to. See him. He's going to be reaching over a little. How much is this going to affect it? Yeah, quite a bit. Not as exaggerated as on the 9-foot, mind you, from what we've watched a little bit earlier today. But it did affect the shot, and he overcut it. Big moments early in this match. I mean, it's late at night. It's 9:42 p.m. here in Calgary. Late enough to miss some balls, I think. There's a cool little Scotch match going on, too. If you guys are in the area, come watch. There's plenty of action going on the 9-foot right now. There's lots of little matches happening over there, but there's a cool little Scotch match with Sev Angel and Stan the Man taking on Darla and Norm. Personally, I love Scotch doubles. I just love team pool. I think it's a cool aspect, atmosphere. And I don't know what they're playing for. Something cheap, of course, but score's 4-4. They got the scorecard out. Meanwhile, Jeff, good draw shot there. Nice to avoid the 8, because if he nudges the 8, now suddenly he has to play the 8 in the corner. Big difference. Big difference. He would have been spinning this cue ball around. Instead, he just got to float this one in. 8 goes easy inside. So this should be 1-0 Jeff, similar to the start of last match. He won the first game. Sean, super experienced on the small table here, playing 8 ball is going to be tough to beat, but Jeff's playing very, very sporty lately, so I like his chances, especially up 1-0 and breaking. It's the Hooey Memorial, the 5th annual. I can't believe it's been 5 years already of this tournament. Amazing tournament this has been every year. Absolutely love it. Definitely one of my favorites. And we're going to try to just keep it on the same weekend every year. So I had to move it this year because of the Canadian dates, the Canadian 9 and 10 ball, as well as the event in Puerto Rico, where we were missing some players that I couldn't do this tournament without. But you can see there the winners and runners-up from each year. 2018, 19. Couldn't have it in 2020. Again in 21, 22. Very thankful, very proud moment in my pool career to get my name on there in 2021. Especially playing my good brother Joe Spence in the final. Couldn't have asked for a better tournament there. Certainly in my top 3 proudest pool moments. Jeff didn't look thrilled with the way that rack was. You see him just throw his hands in there like, what's going on here? How did I break that bad? Sean's going to move all the balls here. He missed a pot. Oh, there's some more arms thrown in the air. It's getting late at night here. Let me tell you, this is a stamina battle. Definitely, sometimes it's a matter of who can stay awake the longest. But still some great pool to come. They'll both settle in a little bit as the match progresses. And if you're just joining me, there's some great pool tomorrow as well. We'll be live on Facebook and YouTube instead of just YouTube like we are now. So what does Jeff have here? Pretty thin on the 9, so he's going to lose the cue ball a bit. He's got to worry about the stripe near the 4. Can't tell which one that is. 15 maybe. Looks like it's the 11 near the 4. 13 could do something with that, but he needs to move some other balls first. So how about shoot the 10 here, the 15, the 14 down table, and use the 13. Get on the 11 by the 4 into the same pocket he just shot that 10 ball. That's what he's got to do. Really, sometimes the table tells you there's only one way. You don't really have to think about it too much. You just kind of take what it gives you, as they say. So is everybody still alive in YouTube chat land there? Let's see, we got 39 viewers now. It's good. Few more. If everybody can do me a favor, just click that thumbs up there on the YouTube, and if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to our channel. That's all we ever ask. Q Sports Live's been free forever. We're hoping to keep it free forever. We really we love what we do. We're big pool fans. I might go down as one of the top 10 biggest pool nerds of all time. With how involved I am in pool. So just do us a favor when we do these streams, guys. Just share it. Click the like button. Click the thumbs up. You know, subscribe, stuff like that. Nice shot from Jeff. Good control with the rub off the 1. That's a key thing in 8-ball, is knowing how to nudge those little blocker balls. Sometimes we call them like stopper balls. Oh, he missed that by a foot. What happened there? It's getting late, I think he said. More Coors Light is needed. Need more Hooey fuel. Don't drink and drive, kids. Alcohol is bad. Sean McKay. Gonna run these balls out and tie this match up. Not gonna see him let this one slip away. I think that's a safe prediction. Sean's a gamer, man. I've played this guy a handful of times. Well, more than a handful, and he is just a gamer. He's so hard to beat. He just knows the game so well, and he's so composed and just does everything so well. Something about lefties too. Left-handed people just naturally good potters of the ball. Great minds. Yeah. Dustin noticed 8 only went to the corner, the side. Needed a good touch. First he needed to pot that last stripe. That was the first key. Overran this one a bit. Nah, he just wanted to make sure he got good on the 3, which he is. He'll use the 5 to get to the 8 later on. It's good out ball. Don't always need to use the balls that are close to the 8 to get to the 8. Often it's this kitty corner, so to say. Corner to corner diagonal across usually leads you there pretty easy. A little chalk on the ball. Sometimes this will happen. When you got to slow roll the ball, you don't want to have chalk on it. It'll skid. What we call a skid is like a bad contact. This is the exact kind of shot where it might happen. It's like slow siding on a thin hit. Can turn over itself. That's why you see him mark the ball and clean it. Asked his opponent first, of course. Oftentimes you'd have a referee come over and do it, but these guys are all perfect gentlemen of the game. We breed nothing but perfect gentlemen of the game here in Alberta. I learned a lot from watching this gentleman right here, Sean McKay. About to fire in the 8 to tie it up. Great ambassadors of the game. These guys, you know, they know, hey, just look at the opponent. I'm just going to mark this with the chalk and clean it. Do you mind? And the opponent's never going to care because they know you're a stand-up guy. So it's important to be a good person in pool. Look at these cool trophies. I'd love to get my hands on one of these. I never got one of these cool little trophies the year I won. We just had the cup. Now Larry has gone one step further to make sure a couple of these main events, like the Hooey Memorial and the Len Memorial, have these neat little trophies with them. Nice little take home. I have a couple of the coveted Charlies from VNEA. They're real hard to get, those Vegas trophies. But none of them are as cool as the Len Memorial trophy that I got to keep here at Leather Pocket. From the first year of the event, it's the most important piece of hardware I've ever earned. So looks like a good break from Sean there. Mishit it a bit, but he made a ball. And he got a good spread. Looks like low ball for sure with where the 1 is. And sometimes you would leave the 1 there as insurance, what we call insurance. In case you don't run out, then you got it as a kind of a cover ball to block the top left. But players of Sean's ability, they decide they're going to run out. They don't worry about things like that. They're just going to run out. Just shoot the balls he needs to shoot in order to run out. So he would have loved a little angle on this so that he could shoot the 7 in the upper left as he just looked at it, which I think he can still achieve. Yeah, looking good here. Sean McKay, gamer, as I said. The dude is a gamer. Jeff got his hands full here. This looks pretty good. The 7, the 5, the 2, the 6. He's just see what he's doing here is he doesn't like the 6 to the 8. And that's why he's come over and looked. And it's a good time to come over and look. You don't want to look like after you shoot the 7, because maybe you have to shoot the 2, then the 6, then the 5. Although the 6 to the 5 is not easier. But just as an example, it's good to look around, right? This is good. He avoided being straight in, which would have left him jacked up over the balls. So he's got just a little angle. Kind of punch this one. This is where he's going to make sure he's got perfect on the 2 so he can get good on the 6. Because he can't be messing around with the 6 to the 8. It's not going to be easy. Well, I don't think he's punched this one out far enough. Does he draw into the 6 now? Oh, and now he's looking at the corner. Yeah, he's like, I trapped myself. In 2 different ways. I'm trapped, he says. Can't get on the 8. 6 goes in there. That might have been good to look at before. I never really contemplated that. But yeah, more angle and play the 6 on the other side would have been better. I think he got a little of the horse blinders on. I did too, with what he was pointing at. Sometimes you don't see the other options correctly. Yeah, maybe he could have got on the 6 right there. And then played the 6, then the 2. I don't know. I think we got caught up a little looking at the 6 into the right side and didn't see all the options, you know. It's going to work out for him, though. He's a smart player. He figures these things out, you know. He's not going to just give up because it's hard. Is not the name of Sean McKay's game. I think a lot of pool is these guys, they really just enjoy the challenge. They really enjoy challenging themselves, solving the puzzles. I think he's got just enough of this. Little left spin needed. Not much. Yeah, he had it. 2-1, Mr. McKay holding serve there. Kind of similar to what happened to Jeff in the last match. After winning the first game, he fell off a little, although Sean with a nice out there and nothing Jeff could do. for anybody out there listening, we will be doing the junior pool school tomorrow, although I'm going to have to play, so we'll maybe have Ben DeWolf and some of the parents help out and run it. I don't want to cancel it. I love that the kids are having such a great time. So we won't cancel it unless we absolutely have to. So bring the kids out. Super cheap, only $5 per kid. We don't want to make it expensive. Keep it super cheap for the kids. Just show them the game a little. Let them have fun playing each other, and learning from each other is what I enjoy most, is seeing their competitive spirit and the smiles on their faces. And it's been a real joy, let me tell you. Favorite part of my week. I think this weekend is a nice time to have them out here too. They can see a little bit of the tournament. The final stages, final 12 is going to be stacked. We already can see a whole bunch of them. We're just waiting for one more player to join the final 12. Draw is on Challenge under 5th annual 2023 Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament. And we keep talking about my teammates here, which is from Barry's team, but I got another one of my teammates in there that I want to shout out to, is Martin Kelly, making a deep run. He's on the one-loss side. He's going to play the winner of this match, but he's playing fantastic pool. I love to see it. He was super hyped today. He had a couple of really great matches. Ran into a brick wall in Stephen Holem, but that happens, and we talked about it after, and he took it like a champion. He enjoyed the experience, and he'll be better because of it. Nice shot from Jeff there. Sliced down the rail. I think he's got this ball on the side. He's got some more work to do after that, but one good pot leads to another usually. Another one of my older teammates still in the draw too, and on the winner's side, Aussie, the Wizard of Oz, Kevin Osborne, in the final 4. He's no stranger to big tournament wins though, and running deep, as we've seen many times from Mr. Kevin Osborne. The other side of the A side is going to be a barn burner too. Stephen Holem taking on Brady Golan. That is guaranteed to be a super match. I'm excited to watch that too. Unfortunately, I got to play at the same time, I think. Maybe not. Maybe the A side's a little bit later. I'm not sure if they have the times up on Challenge. Maybe I could just look. No times on Challenge to be had. A little swipey there. You can see just reaching a bit with that stroke. Tough shot though. Real tough shot. Easy to swipe at that one a little. Easier to swipe at it than not swipe at it, that's for sure. See these guys trying to move a little quicker. They don't want to waste too much time. They know it's a little late. And there's another match tomorrow morning at 11, although it's only 10 p.m. Might seem late to the average viewer, but this is pretty early for Saturday night. One loss side of the tournament. Good shot there. Looks to be on the 3. Don't think he'll shoot the 6 unless he has to. Unless the 3 doesn't go, which looks to be what's happening here. So you got to judge the rub off the 6, and that made him... Sorry, the rub off the 3, and that made him take his eye off the 6. And can Jeff see by the 8 to make the 11? Looks like he can because he's looking at what ball is next. Needs the 14 to pass the 1. That would be the easiest path. Then you can kind of just cinch this one. Take a little angle on the 14 in the corner. Oh, he's trying to spin it around. He's on the 12. Looks like near the rack spot, that's the 12. Just got to negotiate maybe a little bump off the 15 there. Yeah, Derek wants to know what happened to the Facebook stream a couple hours ago. It was no good, Derek. No, I'm not sure. I came in after Grant had left. And it was shut off. The stream was shut off. The computer was shut off. So I turned it back on, and then I had the microphone glitch problem that we had yesterday, Derek. And so I rebooted the stream, but I didn't reboot the Facebook. I only rebooted the YouTube like a big tired dummy. And then as it turns out, the Facebook wasn't very great anyway. They're saying it was super choppy too. So I figured, well, I'm not rebooting again. You can't reboot the same stream twice, so I thought we'll just leave it on the YouTube. And it's been okay. I think the viewers are enjoying it. At least I hope they are. They claim to be. But yes, getting old sucks, Dustin. That's right. These guys are no spring chickens anymore. But for everybody listening, we will have the Facebook up and working again tomorrow. I think it wasn't working too great tonight either, just because of, according to Dominic, everybody was watching the Miss Universe thing. Which would make sense. We've seen when Facebook gets overloaded or YouTube overloaded, it just doesn't, something with the quality is not ideal. Derek's enjoying it with the big screen. Kids are in bed, he put on the big screen. So I think Sean is going to attempt this 6 ball in behind the 15. Or not. Or not. He's just going to try to draw this from downtown. Man, that is not easy. You see him with the practice strokes, kind of like a golfer there. Some warm-up strokes off to the side. Oh, he gets the rattle. And this game's just been a struggle for both of them. It's kind of typical of late night pool, deep in a tournament. Yeah, just tough. Doesn't get easier later at night, that's for sure. And Jeff, rubbing his eyes too, is going, how did I land straight in on this ball? Any angle, any little angle would have done. And now I think he's got to like draw back here and play the 8 in somewhere else. That can work. Tough shot, mind you. This is no hanger. The trick with this one, kids, is try not to hit it with bottom if you don't have to. Try not to hit it with outside spin if you don't have to. Right spin here. Try to hit with just a touch of inside. Firm top like that. Exactly like that. Spear ski into the heart. Jeff and Sean McKay tied 2 apiece, racing to 6. Great pool here, folks. Lots of great pool tomorrow, too. Gonna have lots of great matches. Not sure if Brady and Steven match will be on the stream. I have a feeling it might be Joe and Ozzy. Seeing how Steven just came off of the stream. Tends to be the way these tournaments work. See Steven in the throwing up the 1 times. The jersey on the back of the chair there. Sean going straight down the middle. Heavy pop on the break. Leaned into that one. That's a nice break. That's a very nice break. He's maybe not got the best of it with the 6-13 tied up, but you can't have them all wide open all the time. Sometimes you got to break out a ball, right? Oh, but this is questionable. If you got to go over and look like that, then the 5 is in a very troublesome spot. Definitely not easy to just shoot the 5 and draw into the 6 or something. Don't think you contemplate high ball here just because you don't have an opening shot other than the bank on the 13 if you're real brave. Sometimes bravery can be confused with stupidity as well. I don't think we'll see him do that. Okay, so that ball wasn't too bad over there. It looked a little tricky, but it wasn't that bad. I think he wanted angle on the 1 to try to get into the 6 here. And try to break the 6 while the 2 is still there, ideally. Yeah, I kind of thought. Maybe he was kind of backed into a corner there with not much choice, but I kind of thought he was going to try to find angle on a different ball. Break the 6 while the 2 is there. That way you got the 2 on the other side. This can work just fine, though. He did play a nice angle to get into that ball. He's got it out. Mind you, not in the wide open, but definitely negotiable. Certainly shooting the 4 first, and then I think definitely the 6 after. Then the 7 leads to the 8 pretty easy, but we'll see what he does here. Yeah, right there. So 6 next. You got to go 2 rails to get there. Is never fun. You got to judge speed well here. You don't want to end up on this right side rail when you're shooting the 6. You overrun this one a bit, and you end up on the right side rail, but no, he's landed perfect. This is really good. Couple of balls in the 8 for a 3-2 lead. Big games here. Every game is big. I mean, should be noted. Game 1 is big, game 2 is big, but as the match progresses, each game becomes slightly more important than the last. Yeah, you can see he's not thrilled with where he's landed here. Just slightly on the wrong side of this ball, on the wrong side of town. Just to the right of where he needs to be. If cue ball's 1 ball to the left of where it is now, then he just plays a stop shot. I think he needs to maybe stun follow this one in, pinch it, or do something funny. It's not as easy as it could have been. Wow. That was probably the last of the things I thought he might do, but he did well there. That's a good shot. Really good shot. Under the conditions of battle, come around those balls like that. It's easy to get that one wrong. He made it look way easier than it was. Super tough shot. Easier to overrun that and be super hooked than it was to get it right like he did. Beautiful. Sean McKay leading 3-2. Of course, big shout out again to DCL, Labor and Contracting, helping out with the added money to the tournament. 1,000 added. DCL put in a little bit. LP put back in the green fee. And there was an anonymous donor of $200 this year. Jeff needs a good break here. Just waiting for the crowd to disperse. A little bit better than his last break. He's made a ball, but he did miss hit it. You never want to see that cue ball getting topspin. Despite what the average viewer might think about pool, topspin on the 8-ball breaks no good. You get the most energy when you have it just pop a little. Powering this one in, breaking out the 10. Is he on a ball? Looks like he is. He's putting hips into that one, but I think he's got the 11. That's the ball in the middle of the table. And I'm pretty sure he's got to shoot one of those stripes, like the 10 that he just moved, or the 12 is beside it. He's going to have to shoot that in the lower right, kind of where he's standing now. That'll have to be the next shot. A little further than he'd love to be, but this is okay. I think you can play this one with top. You play the 12 with top, and you might even make the 10. No, he played it with draw. Shoot the 10 in the same hole. Good shot. Tricky to tell those angles sometimes. From here, in the stream booth, once we have an overhead angle, maybe this event next year with any luck, that might be a little easier to tell. Yeah, he's held this one nice. It's 8-ball to tie it at 3. Good match from these gents. Quality out there from Mr. Wanless. Very nice. All tied at 3, race to 6. It's a good one. Looks like Jeff's going to take his little 5-minute break. And I'm just going to take the mic off for a couple of minutes too. Don't go anywhere. All right, back to it. Sean to break. It's only a race to 3 now. Man, he's peering that head ball. Oh, the cue ball gets brutally kissed right out of the middle. Oh, and that one always hurts when it's BCA rules. Just a little bit more. Ball in hand anywhere. The 8's landed in a bit of a funny spot here. Plug in that bottom left corner on your screen. Usually when your opponent peers that break like that, cue ball stops in the middle, then gets kissed in, you got the easiest out ever. Yeah, this is tricky. I'm not really sure how I'd play this, to be honest. Let's take a look. It's the 1-5 near the bottom left. And solids look a little tough with the 7-3 and the 4. Can't really play the 4 right away. I think you got to play stripes here somehow. Yeah, that ball goes, I think. And then you could just nudge it. Yeah, you can nudge 4 to an even worse spot when you play that, of course. That'd be a bonus. But how do you play the 10? You might have to play the 10 from ball in hand, the ball near the 7. I think that goes by this ball here. Could possibly play a combo on that. Is that what he's looking at here? I think the 10 passes the 15 into this pocket. Then he plays the 15 after. But what do you do with the 11? This is what I'm having trouble trying to figure out. What do you do with the 11? You might be banking that later on, because you can do a lot with it. How do you get into it? Doesn't really go into the bottom right. Not enough room on that side rail to get over there. Oh, you got to make that ball, though. He tied some stuff up near the middle, but that's kind of a big mistake from ball in hand. 2 shots later. You'd expect him to do a little more damage than that. Place is getting awfully busy, this leather pocket on a Saturday night. It's packed. It's a hot spot. The staff here is amazing. The girls, they're just something else. The cook has been fantastic. I can't thank them enough. They're just amazing. Really, really great. And so friendly. They just make working here a joy as well. Ooh. Slipped that one in there nicely, but oftentimes these guys cheat the pocket a little to help keep the cue ball off the rail, or, you know, maintain angle, or just get where they need to be. So it might look like, oh, he almost missed that one, but no, he hit it exactly how he wanted to hit it. Cheat the pocket, we call that. And good afternoon, Earl, tuning in from different time zone. The other side of the world. It's 10:30 here. 10:23 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I guess it would just be maybe Mountain Daylight Savings Time now. But good afternoon to you, Earl. And thank you for tuning in. We will be live again on Facebook tomorrow, guys, just on YouTube for this last match of the night. Sean trying to see if this is frozen in the 11. If it is, he's got to shoot the 2. can't shoot the 4. Too close to the 11 to shoot the 4. So the 2-6 is not bad. A nice clean stroke on that one. You see the accelerated follow through. I know it's a little, maybe not the smoothest video, but see how he accelerates through that one nicely? He's not babying that ball. And again, just cleaning the cue ball here. Just got to make sure you put it on the correct side of the chalk after, that's all. But that's kind of up to his opponent too. He nods at his opponent to see if this is okay. And stand-up guy, this Sean, so of course, no problem. And now he's reaching for a different piece of chalk, I think. Because sometimes that master chalk, you just get one that's a little heavy, and it'll mark the ball. Mark the cue ball a lot. I'm a big giant fan of Taum chalk. I think it's helped my game, actually. Believe it or not, it has helped the game itself. It's not just cleaner, it actually can help you play a little better too. Tough to believe, but it does. So Sean probably comes across this to ensure he pots the 4. I don't know if he's going to roll this in. Might just come across, shoot the... Oh, he uses the 11 to stop the cue ball. That's very, very smart. Earl wants to know where are they playing. They're playing at Leather Pocket Billiards in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Beautiful pool room here. 8 9-foot diamonds, 8 7-foot diamonds, 4 valleys. And we currently still have a 9-foot Predator table with the arena light, which will soon be a snooker table. Hopefully by springtime, early summer. So these guys breaking pretty good, holding serve there for a couple in a row. Let's see if Jeff can keep up. This is a big one because you come up dry here, you might not shoot again. You gotta be making a ball here. Alternate break is good in that you get to shoot every other game guaranteed, but sometimes it's hard to make a comeback. Oh no. See the hands flying there? That means not a thing went in. The scratch of the head, and as I mentioned, you come up dry there, you might not shoot again. Sean pured his last 2 breaks. He says, wide open table, and Sean is a little smirk says, yeah, after this shot. Yeah, Sean pure in the last 2 breaks. I mean, you gotta give him a pretty good chance to clean this table up. All the balls in the open now. And then if he pures that break again like he did the last 2, could be over. Rob Boone just got on in the YouTube. There is a bracket. It's on Challenge under the heading 5th Annual 2023 Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament. And after this match, we're going to be down to the final 12 players. That's my favorite shot, the time saver, especially at 10:30 at night. Then it's really my favorite shot. Time saver. But yeah, Rob, the bracket is up there on Challenge. You can check it out. Final 4 on the winner's side. Looking to get to 8 left on the 1-loss side. And we're going to be back at 11 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow morning. Scary thought. It's only like 12 and a half hours from now. Sean's not really thrilled with where he's landed here. He's not on the 15. 12 is blocked by the 8. Does the 13 bank? I don't know if it does. How hard is that combo? Got himself in a pickle here. Looked like a pretty routine out. He's called the 13 in there. Off the rail, off the 4 in. Line must be pretty straight for him to play this shot. Oh, he's played it perfectly. Beautiful shot from Mr. McKay there. Makes those ones look easy. It's not all about shooting those shots. Sometimes it's about seeing it. Not everybody's going to see that shot. So I tell people to watch pool a lot. You want to get better at pool. You can't just play. You got to watch a lot. And I'm not just shamelessly plugging Q Sports Live. But you do need to watch a lot of pool. I still watch a lot of pool, and I still learn a lot when I watch pool. Getting the extra reach. Can't decide where he wants to put his hand here. It's kind of awkward. He's so experienced with the rest. He said, if I was 5'9". So, we'll watch something here. Look what hand he's using with the rest, you guys. And then watch what hand he shoots every other ball with. This is a weird mental twitch with only left-handed players. I've never seen a right-handed player do that. Pick up the rest and shoot with their left hand. Never. Only left-handed players. There's some weird mental twitch there. To the point where it's not just players. It's like it really is a mental twitch because I had a junior player do it who had never used the rest before. Never. I never told him what hand to use. He just naturally did it. So there's some weird mental twitch there. Nothing wrong with it, of course. Not saying that. Just very different, and I like that. Ton of snooker players do it. Mark Selby, I believe. Mark Selby is one of the ones. Definitely nothing wrong with it when somebody of his status does it. Oh, he needs a rub off the 2. Did he get by it? Oh, he did. He speed walks over there to check, but he got by it. Wow, that could have been disaster. Jeff kind of needed that, I think. He's showing to break next to win this match if he drains this 8. Clean stroke. Finds the back of the pocket. He's on the hill. 5-3, Mr. McKay. Looking to carry himself into the final 12 of this great, great tournament we're having here. What a super event already. Going off with such a great success. I am so lucky to be part of it and to be able to carry on the great legacy. Mr. Hooey there. And we hope to have this tournament many, many more years in a row. Such a great success. So many great smiling faces, all having a good time, remembering the great man himself who would have loved this. He would have been in his glory. This is such a stacked field of players. And everybody just having a great time. Look at this, caught it with some follow through. Is he going to come up dry? Did something go? He got one. He got one. Oh, and he's got a real good look here, too. Well, you love to have this look. You're on the hill. You're looking to make it into the final day of the tournament, the Sunday, the move-in day. And you got this nice open look. I think we'll see him shoot the 6, and then he's going to leave that 3 ball there to get to the 8 later. Could use the 5 to get to the 8, but 3 is going to be the ball, I believe. Because the 5 will lead him to the 7. Yeah. I think this is going to be it. 6, 5, 7, 2, 3. Not a lot to do here. Maybe one or two good shots away. Ooh, he got some grip on that one. Just when I thought it was hard for it to go wrong. Now the plan is changing. This is 8-ball in a nutshell, though. You just have to roll with the punches. You got to change the plan sometimes. Make adjustments. Oh, this is straight in the drink. Oh, my goodness. Jeff, what he yelled out too, he needed that one to go in. They have a good laugh about it, but you know, Jeff is not laughing on the inside. Waitress sharked. Yeah, Sean would have stood up and reset if that was a factor. He's been around the block a few times. It's not the first time the waitress walked in front of him while he's shooting. And it didn't bother him one bit. Never even flinched. Does the 7 thread between the 11-12 there into that corner where he just looked? Because I don't think he can shoot it right now. But I think it does. Like, where's the 8 going here? This was the out ball. He has to draw back to play the 7 in the left side pocket. That's how he's going to get on the 8. Oh, into the right side pocket. He pinched the angle with juice. That was a really great shot. That is not easily executed. You see how much angle he had there? And he nullified the angle with left spin. Rob Boone wants to know if I'm coming to BCA this year. I think I am, sir. I think I'm going to do it. A couple of great pro events there. I'm hoping to get my feet a little wet this coming year. Yeah, this looks doable. Not exactly where he wants to be, but you don't want to flirt getting perfect on the 8. Look where he puts the chalk. He says, can't scratch if I put the chalk there. That is funny, though. You see where he put the chalk? Good joke at the end there. I like Sean. He's always got the jokes. That was great. Okay, I got to run and get a picture of Jeff with his prize money. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Don't go far. Make sure you set an alarm. Get a little sleep, and then come back tomorrow. Thanks again, everyone. See you all tomorrow.